Chapter 19, Part 5, Interference. Interference is a famous phenomenon that happens only in waves. Matter, the objects that we see in our life, do not have this behavior. So what is interference? When two waves arriving from different sources come to reach the same point at the same time, they combine, they interfere. As we said, material objects do not have this behavior. Two different objects cannot exist at the same place, same time. However, waves can do that. If you drop two rocks in water, you will produce two waves. And these two waves, when they arrive a common place, same time, they overlap. They form interference pattern. An interference pattern is an arrangement, a regular arrangement of places where wave effects are either increased or decreased, or maybe neutralized, cancelled. We have two types of interference. Constructive interference, and this happens when the crest of one wave overlaps the crest of another. And in this case, the result of the interference is a combined wave of increased amplitude. We call this reinforcement. The second type is called destructive interference, where the crest of one wave overlaps with the trough of another. In this case, the total effect will be reduced and you're going to produce a small wave. Sometimes they can even cancel if they have the same amplitude. Let's take an example. Part A, that's an example of a constructive interference. So you have two waves, as you can see, and these two waves are moving. They're reaching same place, same time, and you can see as they reach the same place, one crest will arrive with the other crest. One trough will be arriving with the other trough. And look at the combination of the two waves. They will combine to form a big wave. That's called reinforcement. Part B is an example of destructive interference. Now you have here a wave plus another wave. They are moving, they are reaching a common place at the same time. But look what happened. When the crest of the first wave is arriving, the trough of the second wave is arriving. And when the trough of this first wave arriving, the crest of the second wave is arriving. What happened here? Cancellation. So the crest of one will cancel the trough of the other, and we will have no wave in this case. That's a complete destructive interference cancellation. That's another picture for using water waves. So part A, we see two water waves are traveling, and as they overlap, they produce interference patterns, regions of constructive interference and regions of destructive interference. Part B is the same, just showing you a pictorial presentation of the interference pattern. Of course, interference happens in all waves, all types of waves, either in water waves, sound waves, light waves, and every other type of waves. To finish this part, I have two questions to ask you about. I hope you heard about what's called noise cancelling headphones, like the ones used by this young pilot. So what are they? What are those noise cancelling headphones, and how are they different from the regular headphones, or what's called the passive headphones? Please do some research and let's talk about this in class.